Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Okay, it might be that time. Listen, friend of mine, she is going through a divorce, and for the guy, this is gonna be he's been married before. Okay, he's been married more than one time. So, um, she's already filed, and it's been a couple of months, and it's like, okay, so she's filed. You've had him served. He was supposed to move out. I'm like, yeah, I said, because, he needs to go ahead and go because, once you get served, it's official. And I don't care how, oh, it's a businessman. You don't know how people react to certain things, okay? So I said, once you get served, it'll be a good idea if maybe he can go ahead and just leave the marital home. So we got served. Things stayed calm. He said he would move out. But then it's like, dude, this has been a couple of months now and you are still there. Now, let's be clear. They both had their own problems before they got married. This man is not a working stiff. The dude has a ranch, okay? Brad has a ranch. How about you go ahead and move back to your ranch? It's more than enough room. Come on now. So he has a business outside of the ranch, and he actually has a ranch. So it's not like, oh, it's going to be expensive. No, he has done quite well for himself. So now that at first it was moving out, and then it's like, how somebody gets in a person's ear, oh, you need to stay, don't move, get your part of the house. If they're going to split 50-50, that's going to be it. But it's like, why wouldn't he just move, just leave? He's gotten the papers. I'm just surprised he's still there. So he's got some of his things out. He's moving like real. It doesn't take that long, dude. Get your stuff in a U-Haul and get to stepping. And he may go for a night or two and then come right back. I'm like, wow, I never heard of this. He's still in the house for months. He said he was going to go ahead and leave. This might be, 2 or 3 months. I'm like, why? Well, approaching 3 months. Why are he's still there? Anyway, she has now decided to backtrack. And I've heard about this here younger when I was a kid. I heard my mom to somebody, you know what? You should sit down. And this is so old school. You know how when grown folks are talking? And what this video is about is when women, before you marry a dude, and we're not talking about some ratchet woman that likes to clown and all that, you have to assess the situation. So all these people are pretty, uh, they're intelligent. When you assess the situation, is it a good idea to maybe meet with the ex-wife? Now you may have some, she's gonna dog him out, or she's gonna say something really bad about it. I don't want to hear it. But again, you have to kind of see what kind of person the woman is. Okay, so you're not gonna go and ask, if he married Bonquifa or Crazy Maria or Crazy Beck. Let me tell you about that dude. Let me tell you, we're not doing that. But an intelligent person, is it a good idea to meet with the ex? So I heard my mom tell somebody that back in the day when I was a kid, maybe you should sit down and meet with his ex-wife and have a conversation. Okay? I don't know if the woman did it, but they end up getting married and they end up getting a divorce. So this case here, since he hasn't moved out, she's been checking on his prior divorces and relationships. She has pulled the docket on the prior divorce, and she's checked with 2 women so far. Because the question was, ooh, maybe you should have checked with them before you married him. And we know you never know what a person's going to say, but not everybody's into let me trash him down. Some women, yes, you can have a conversation. So now she's checked with 2 women, an ex-wife and somebody who has known him before in a relationship and lived with him. So I'm not sure that was common law. And guess what? It's the same thing. Wow. This When they left him and got a divorce, guess what happened? It was the same thing, the same MO, which shows you people think, oh, that's how that person, but with her it's gonna be different because with me it's gonna be different. People are who they are. It's the same thing. And they were like, it's the same thing. We're talking about people that are spread out, and they came up with the same thing that, oh yeah, didn't work out. He never filed or left. They did, filed and left. And it was like, yep, filed for divorce, and then the guy has been a provider. He said to them the same mo. Oh, okay, we're breaking up, getting a divorce. I'm going to go ahead and leave. And guess what? He never left. So you think those two women just done made that mess up? You think they just made that up? They've gone on with their lives. They've been divorced for years. You think they just made that up? No, that's who he is. This is how he operates. Oh, the divorce was drawn out. It took so long. He agreed to something and then change out. And whatever they're telling him is pretty much how it's starting out, just like now. They had to end up filing papers, both of them, to actually get him out of the house. This is his MO. So it begs the question, because it was like maybe he should have checked with the ex-wife before you married and kind of see about this guy. How he moves, they're saying the very, very same thing. He's had to pay prior. And so with his thing, he's kind of on this thing, well, oh yeah, women, you marry them, you're going to end up paying. Well, you're a provider. And number one, the mutual friend, our friend, listen, she has her own career. She does quite well. 175 a year. They have one child. She already has her own condo with a renter in it, and it's kept up in a nice area of town. Her finances are fine. She doesn't play around. So it begs the question, you know, I know it's a different age, and some women you can't do that, but you have to kind of assess it. So is it a good idea before you start getting really serious to sit down with these men? I mean, sit down with a prior woman, especially in a divorce. Should you pull those divorce papers? Some I think, oh, that's going to ruin my happiness. I don't want to hear what she has to say. You may want to, because it was like, wow. She's like, yeah, she checked on his prior divorce. She checked with two women, and it's the same thing over and over again. Wow. So this is how he operates. So the same thing he did to them is what he's doing now. Oh, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. Like I said, he has a ranch. Are you kidding me? I didn't say an apartment, a ranch, the workers, lot of land. So it's like, wow, that with a lot of women this day and age, it's not going to work out, because some people may get highly emotional, and they may drag the person. And it's up to you. Like I said, we're not scraping the bottom of the barrel. These are women with some decency. So yeah, this day and age, is it a good idea to maybe check on a person's prior divorce, see how that went? Is it a good idea to check on the person's last relationship and maybe have a sit down with that woman? Or is it just this day and age, two people are so emotional, women can't talk, and it might get heated, or she might be jealous. Not everybody's jealous, because obviously it didn't work out. Oh, she might want him back. Some women think that about the man, child, a woman done got what she done got and moved on. She might want him back. My husband, his ex-wife, she's very nice and very pleasant. We're two different worlds, two different cultures. Very nice, very pleasant. What he did for her, he's done the same thing for me. Buy your house and buy your car. That's the things we have in common. Mm-hmm. That's, you know, his thing is, even if it doesn't work out, he's not going to leave no woman attached to him sitting up there worried and without. It just don't happen. Not leaving no woman. Even once we were separated, he was still supporting me. I wasn't working in Palm Beach. Are you kidding? He was still supporting me and paying for everything. I was doing a little side business and all that, and going to the beach almost a lot. Man, that's what I like to do. A man should be a provider. So if you find a man that can't provide for the last woman, he can't provide for any woman that he's with, that might be your clue. If he just creates a fatherless home, again, the video I uploaded is it's so old. Check his last chick. Why? People are creatures of habit. Creatures of habit. And people can't change up, I understand. But you look at it, I thought about this. She was like, maybe she should have checked with those women before she got married to them, because what they're saying is the same thing they're experiencing. So you look at it, people can change up and get into a new relationship, but they are who they are. How this divorce is going, I'm like, why is he still there? We're still like, you got to be kidding me. Why is he still there? Maybe he's there because he he knows that she wants him out, but he doesn't want to get out, that kind of thing. But she finally did some checking with the ex-wife and the one before, and it's the exact same MO. What do you know about that? The exact same MO, the method of operation. This is what he does. So now we already know that she's going to probably be in for a long drama, a long divorce, which it doesn't need to be. Agree to do one thing, it's like, oh, he's not going to move out. He's already done this here with two prior women. He'll say that. He'll be there to the last minute until you get some paperwork. So you'll have to spend money to go ahead and get him to leave. Knowing he's got a whole ranch. Not he has an apartment or he's got a family he can stay. He has a whole ranch. Poor people that don't live on a ranch unless they are working on it. He owns it. Talk about owning. A friend of mine, wow, his father died. Oh, wow. These folk is insane. His father, and actually, it's it's really a stepdad. That man, he was an oilman, an oil man. They had a ranch. Well, then they have a ranch. He just sold 700 cows. I was like, huh? Not 70, not 100. Because the mother is sick and she's dying. So they're liquidating things. He just liquidated 700 cows. I was like, somebody said, oh, I'm like, well, in that state, I'm not there. Oh, yeah, you're going to still sign about this ranch? I'm like, that. They said, yeah, that's his family. Well, I'm like, I don't live there, so I don't know. 700. So he probably made close to $1 million on just the cows alone. I'm like, 700 cows. Can you imagine what it would? 700, 700 cows. Then you wonder why they have all this wealth. They have houses here, houses outside the country. Huh? You wonder why? I knew that 700 cows. So that must be, I never been to the ranch. That must be a heck of a ranch. Oh my gosh. I knew I call him, with some rich boy problems. Like, oh my goodness, it's time for you to fly somewhere. You can't go on your jet. Oh my goodness, you got to fly first class. Oh my, are you going to be okay? That's why I said, oh, you got some rich white boy problems. You got some rich white boy. Oh no, first, I'm sorry. Oh, you're going to be all right. I mean, you're going to be allergic. You're going to get sick. Oh, you having a little fit. You can't fly on the jet. Oh, really? Oh my gosh, poor you. Again, I'm like, this is rich white boy problems. Oh my, you have to go. So if first class is bombing you out, I can't imagine coach. Oh, you might just freak out, faint. I ran first class and coach. And one time I couldn't get a flight. It was only one seat left. Oh my gosh, the worst ever. I was in coach and I was in the back. I was on that last seat, man, in the bathroom. The last seat. And I was like on the engine. That was that ride. I was the very last seat. And then it took so long to get off the plane. Oh man. And that was my only option. It was, I had the very, very last seat. I wasn't very impressed. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. But yeah, people and their habits. He has a whole ranch to go to. And so, yeah, he's probably doing that because he wants, and she's like, he just maybe thinks he's going to get something, get more from the house. Yeah, I doubt it. So, ladies, what do you think in particular? Should we kind of maybe revisit old school like our parents? And if you marry somebody who's been divorced, check out the divorce petition, contact the ex-wife and see what she has to say. What do you think? Or, like I said, you need to, of course, assess the kind of woman it is, and you should, you can't just talk to everybody. But what do you think about that? Is it time to call the ex-wife before the marriage or after the marriage, or just don't call her at all and just do your own thing? Let me know what you all think. But it was interesting. She's like, yeah, she been in contact with the ex-wife and a woman before that. It's the same old thing. She's already been told he is not going to leave the house. I don't care what he says. He'll say that he's going to. He never does. You're going to have to get some paperwork to get him to. And I was like, well, did she not get some paperwork when she had him served? See, I knew she should have, because typically people get served and they're like, hey, okay, he's gotten served. So there might be a TRO. The person's going to have to leave, and the police may show up and say, okay, we're going to be here for you to get a couple of things. That's the whole thing about it. We're going to leave for you to we're going to be here for you to get a couple of things. You've been served. And then they make sure the person actually leaves the property. She didn't do that. She just had him give divorce papers. So now we know. Well, we talked about it and he said, so now we know. That was a weird thing. I'm like, when he got served, did it not say for him to leave at that moment? That's the part I don't understand, because typically that's what happened. The person gets their papers, and it's like, okay, here are the papers. So, you're going to give you a moment to get some things, but you have to leave now. And no, you're going to leave with the police. They're going to make sure that they have you escorted off their property. That's how it typically happens. But in this case here, why it didn't happen, I don't know if she left that part out, but unless she just gave him divorce papers and he just came home. Because I was like, I thought that he was served at the house. Because I was like, ooh, I said, you know what? If you're both home and he's served, that may make things, it may go a little differently. So now I'm thinking, did she serve him away from the house? But yeah, he's still there, won't leave. So now we know this is part of his MO. So let me know what you think. Should women maybe make it a practice to maybe get some background information? You don't have to take it. And we know you might have somebody who's like, oh, he's getting remarried, I may not be happy. Doesn't mean they want that man back. Not everybody is jealous of you and your man. Let's be real. Not everybody. I've heard a woman tell me that, like, somebody jealous. I had to let her know, girl, your man stinks, and he stinks. He smells bad. That's why somebody done put Febreze on the sofa when y'all left. Nobody wants him, honey. You got a 50-50 deal at best. I don't do 50-50. You got a, don't even get it twisted. Your man stinks. His body. We shower over here. I don't know what y'all doing. He stinks. I smelled him before. We didn't want to tell you. Now you know. The person saying when he left, they was spraying Febreze because your man stinks, and you got 50-50 at best. He ain't bought you nothing. He bought your wedding ring, and that's it. Your house, you bought it. Your car, you bought it. He ain't bought you nothing. He ain't that kind of a dude. He's just an old stink dust bucket. The best you get, if you leave that marriage today, you're going to leave with what, a 50-50 deal? What you have from him, maybe a ring and some free meals. Ooh, I'm so jealous. So don't, girl, like I said, I don't, when you got a man like that, do not even think somebody after him. Nobody wants him but you, and that's probably why he's still there. So not everybody's, just your relationship wants your man. It's a minute woman that has a man child, she wish she could have thrown the joker back. She regret the day, but she might be smiling through it. Oh, yeah. Deep down inside, she wishes she's single. Oh, why? Why? What did I do to my life? Girl, we'll pray for you, baby. Anyway, let me know what you think. Is it good to sometimes check with the ex-wife? See what she has to say. Thanks for listening. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And you already know I'm out. Gotta go.